All right, I was trying to figure out how to start this video. Ow, shit. I'm in a parking lot, waiting for the wife to get out of her dentist appointment, and sitting here, because the night before, I was looking at like different recipes or deck builds for Cyber Dragon. And I've been wanting to kind of make video about this for the longest time. Dude, like, my hair is all crazy. Kind of just make a little series, like a mini series about like, my experience playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh for over 20 years. Okay, 20 years. I've been to 2 tournaments, 2 local tournaments. My entire time playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I meet up at local shops with my buddies. So let's start from the beginning. And then over time, I'll go over my experience and give details about what I want to do. So if you're a family member or a friend, you're watching this video, if you're new to the channel, I do play Yu-Gi-Oh, I do play Pokemon. My channel is a variety of different things: vlogging, cooking, trying different foods and stuff. So make sure you hit that like button, sub you at the sub, and then ring that notification bell, okay? So, when Yu-Gi-Oh first came out, it was just my cousin and I. I think I was like, I'm 31. I think it was like maybe 7, 8. I forgot when Yu-Gi-Oh came out, 2001, 2000. So that was like 24 years ago. So yeah, about 6 or 7 years old. And we got starter decks. We got Kaiba. We got Yugis. We were collecting packs. Now my cousin, he got a lot of good cards, you know. At that time, I didn't know what card protectors were, you know, sleeve of your cards. I would use rubber bands. I legit would use rubber bands. I know that's like a you know, down upon on like you using rubber bands to hold your cards. Now these cards, you know, I didn't know what was going to happen 20, 30 years from that moment, right? It's Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, in retrospect, man, I wish I knew a lot about collecting trading cards. Piece of cardboard. And I just collect. So, I had a deck box. I remember these deck boxes I used to have. They were plastic. They were pretty much, what was it called? Ultra Pro? It's Ultra Pro. It was Ultra Pro. So, you know, collecting cards, making decks. And one of the decks that I remember making was a Blue Eyes deck. And what I thought was a Blue Eyes deck. So let's move forward. Teenage years, almost, or my preteen years. I remember this moment, this deck that I built. I was at my father and stepmom's, I think it was like a duplex house, and my cousin was there, and we always hung out. We were playing Yu-Gi-Oh, we were playing SmackDown versus Raw. You know, we would wrestle, and you know, we loved playing card games, and Yu-Gi-Oh was one of the card games. We collected Pokemon cards and playing Pokemon video games, the handheld, on Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP. This day that I'm about to discuss, and this is what really irks me, and really kind of like, to this day, I do have trust issues playing against strangers. I really do. I love talking to strangers. I will go and I will have a conversation with a random stranger, you know, especially about like my favorite stuff to do, my hobby, playing Yu-Gi-Oh, right? This deck that I made was not the best, but at the time I didn't know how to make a deck. My brain was always told me a 40 card deck contains 20 monsters, 20 spells, and 20 traps. At the time was what? Magic. And then they changed because Magic the Gathering, I want to say, right? No disrespect to MTG, like I played Magic Gathering once, and it was the, you know, two decks where you and your friend or whoever you're playing against, it's a starter deck. Anywhere. I was at a park right across the street from my father's house, and was I by myself? I think I had like another cousin with me, I want to say. And I was at this park, and there was this kid, about my age, say, "Hey, you play Yu-Gi-Oh? I play Yu-Gi-Oh as well. Let's duel each other." I'm like, "Cool, let's play." I beat the kid. I do remember I beat the kid, and I thought I was the king of that park. You know, we're playing. I think it was like next to a slide, like a big jungle gym, and I beat this kid. This kid was pissed off, and I don't know, his friends or his families, like, or siblings or whatever, came up to him. Remember that scene where Weasel grabbed Yugi's deck or the Exodia pieces and threw him off the boat? Same thing happened to me. The kid grabbed my deck of cards, whatever deck was that I used, and legit threw my cards in the park. I stood there and I was like, what the heck? I remember crying a little bit, and I was like, you're a piece of crap. And another kid was helping me pick up my cards. You know, bless that kid's soul. You know, they're probably in their 20s. You know, now, you know, that was over 20 years ago, or about 20 years ago, you know. And that kid, you know, hopefully you respect people now. You know, you're old enough, and you know, if you have kids, you know, hopefully they're not mean like you, okay? Not mean like you. But I do hope you have stepped on Legos, and, you know, almost every single day. So, moving on. This day, in my head, my thoughts are like, I am afraid to play against other people that I don't know. There are bullies out there in the world, in Yu-Gi-Oh still, and it gives bad reputation to a lot of people, like, you know, that want to play local tournaments. Like, they're scared, trying to bring up their perseverance to play a local tournament. And for me, I'm still trying to build that encouragement to go play at a local. And I keep telling my buddy, Krusty, like, hey, like, I do want to play, you know, maybe next week, maybe the following week, maybe in 2 weeks, maybe next month. I don't know. But last night, I was telling my wife, I do want to play at this anime convention at the end of August. I have 2 months, basically 2.5 months, or less than that. I don't know. I think so. And one of the decks that I have loved playing for over 10, 15 plus years is Cyber Dragon. So I'm trying to build a Cyber Dragon deck at this anime convention. I want to run that deck, and I want to beat every single person and give every single person respect. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like the next one, I'm gonna talk about more people that I have came across that really were just sucky ass people, and you know, hopefully everyone that comes across this video and you do play Yu-Gi-Oh, and you're like in your 20s, in your 30s like me, you know, or you're just getting back into playing Yu-Gi-Oh, like, hey, you know, like, I'm there with you. If you're scared to play at local tournaments, you're there with me. Like, I have buddies too that, you know, like, come across a lot of shitty ass people that think they're better than you. You're not. You're not. Okay? We're human beings. We're playing cardboard games. We're not playing for money. We're not. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that like button. And stay tuned. You know, I'm kind of happy, kind of expressing my feelings about this, because I want my family, my friends, everyone to know, like, hey, you know, if you're playing card games and you're, you know, there's actually crappy people out there, you know, that discourage people to play. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.